What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how I make my 5-5 donor deviants. And what I mean by donor deviants are deviants that I don't want or I have too many of them. And for example, I have a grow shroom farm. When the crops yield themselves ready for harvest, they have a chance to produce grow shrooms. Also, I've just started a grumpy bulb or onion farm, so I haven't got to these yet, but that's coming in the future. So anyways, what I'm going to do in this video is, let me start off by explaining, I was planning on going through 4 crates and showing my combinations, put them in the fusion pod and showing each individual result. But after doing 2 crates of deviants, I'm over 10 minutes just in fusion video. So I think I'm going to break this video up. But let me explain these 2 crates, what I did. I'll explain these at the end of the video. Anyways, this crate right here had 8 5-3s and 8 3-5s, and I combined 5-3, 3-5 for a total of 8 fusions. In this video, I'm not going to eliminate negative traits. I'm just going to try to put good traits with good traits, neutral traits with neutral traits, and then when they get to bad traits, they're just getting fused in together. I'm not worried about rolling them off. But these are the leftovers. I had to go back and reshoot this scene. This crate here was 5 4s, 4 5s, 8 and 8. So I put a 5-4 with a 4-5 for a total of 8 fusions. Again, these are the leftovers. Again, I just rolled good traits with good traits until I ran into bad traits. I did not try to roll bad traits off. I'm going to do a video on that later. One more thing to add, I will timestamp this video, so if you just want to skip to the end and see the results, if you trust me and my work, skip ahead and you can see exactly what I got. So first up is this 3-5 Cheer Up 2 and a 5-3 Optimus 5. And these, I'm going to start with what I consider good traits. Not the best of the best, but these are good. So Optimus 5, in case you don't know, is max mood plus 35%, and Cheer Up 2 is max mood plus 40%. And you do have some recovery speed. Basically, these are kind of the same thing, the way they affect mood. So let's hit it up and see what we get. Okay, we are all done. We got a 5-3 and Cheer Up 2 on it. Next up, we have a mini feaster with 3-5 Growing Pains 3 and a Grow Shroom 5-3 with Growing Pains 1. Again, these are what I consider good traits. Growing Pains 1 is plus 30% deviant power with a negative 5% recovery speed. Growing Pains 3 is 50% power, max power, and same thing with the recovery speed. Okay, this is number 2, and we got a 5-5 already. So got Growing Pains 1. Okay, on the number 3, we've got a 3-5 Shroom with Growing Pains 3 and a 5-3 Shroom with Growing Pains 1 and Heartthrob. Now we're going to start getting into the negative or mediocre traits. I've already went over Growing Pains, not going to do that again. Heartthrob is a territory trait. What it does is when the dev power decreases, there's a 10% chance that other territorial devs lose power. So that's not good, but when this dev is dormant and regaining mood, there is a 10% chance that the other territorial devs receive plus 5 mood. So that's kind of a positive, but so these kind of cancel out. So most people are not going to want to use this. Okay, here's our first oddball. Even though we're fusing 5-3s, 3-5s, you will get the occasional weirdo, 4-3. And just for shits and giggles, traits are Growing Pains 3 and Heartthrob. Okay, up next, we have a 3-5 Shroom with Growing Pains 2 Heartthrob. We have a 5-3 Shroom with Cheer Up 3 Snooze Aficionado. General traits look good. I've already went over those. The territorial traits, those are not good. Snooze Aficionado is new, so I'll read it off to you. When its mood decreases, there's a 10% chance that other territorial devs also lose mood. When the deviation is dormant and regaining dev power, there's a 10% chance that other territorial devs receive deviant power. So this is plus 5. So this is kind of a reverse of Heartthrob. So people are, most of the time, this is mediocre at best, if not considered negative. Okay, we are all done. Here's another oddball 4-3. This one has Growing Pains 2 and Heartthrob. Next up, we have a 3-5 Shroom with Cheer Up 3 and Snooze Aficionado, and a 5-3 Shroom with Worn Out and Toxicologist. So the Cheer Up 3 we went over, that's good. Worn Out is a bad trait. Max deviant power minus 5%. You do not want that. Toxicologist is one that I use to wipe out other traits. I don't operate in pollution zones, so I don't use these, but if you were in a pollution zone, this would be a good trait. This is a territorial trait. And then snooze aficionado is the other one. All right. Our second 5/5. This one has chirp 3 and snooze aficionado. Next up, we have a 5/3 shroom with baffling behavior and the extra large optimism, and a 3/5 with filling blue 1. And the optimism extra large is the first time. What it does is increase max mood by 40%, but this is only on shrooms. So if you run a shroom, it's good, but it won't switch over to, you won't be able to fuse this on any other devs. Filling blue 1, that's a bad one. Decreases your max activity score by 5%, and baffling behavior, it's also a bad one. As the dev power decreases, 10% chance that other devs in the territory lose power. Okay, we got a 3/4, and this one has baffling behavior filling blue, so this one is garbage. Next up, we have a 3/5 maiden with cheer up 3. We have a 5/3 shroom with cheer up 2 and holding the team back. 50% chance if it's a maiden, that would be good. 50% chance of shroom, general traits look good, holding the team back is not. When its mood decreases, there is a 10% chance that other territory deviation also lose their mood. Okay, looks like we got a 3/5 maiden with cheer up 3. And for our last one out of the 5/3 batch, I have a 5/3 shroom with 1 out 2 and a orb lightning 3/5 with no traits. Of course, 1 out's not any good. And it looks like the last one was good to us. We got another 5/5 with 1 out 2. Okay, so if you've skipped ahead, these are the results of our 8 fusions of the 5/3 3/5s. I got a 4/3, a 5/5, a 3/4, a 5/3, a 4/3, a 5/5, a 3/5, and a 5/5. So a total of 3 5/5s out of the 5/3 3/5 fusions. So on to the second crate. These are all my 5/4 4/5 combos. And first up, we're going to start with the good stuff. And you may say 4/5 no trait and 5/4 no trait. Why is that good? Why I want to combine that? Well, no traits are the perfect thing to combine with your target deviant. So ideally, if you have a 5/5 with no traits, I would save that. But also, you can use no trait items just in general to duplicate stuff. So I can show you an example after I start this up of what I mean by that regarding the grow shroom. So let's pop this off, see what we get. All right, ask and you shall receive a 5/5 no trader. So I get to show you guys 2 things. I'm going to have to go to my vending machines and pull out a target deviant, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my target deviant, and this is just an example. I'm not going to make this. But let's say my target deviant was this 5/5 well pup with Growing Pains 3, Move More, and Moonlight Assault. This was an OP build during Lunar Event, but not my goal right now. I'm actually wanting to make one, just if you want to know, a well pup, 5/5 well pup with Power Rewind 2, Crack Shot, and Moonlight Assault. So I'm just showing this as an example. So I've got my traded up well pup as a 5/5. Then I would take this guy, the 5/5 shroom that I just made, and it's got no traits, which is perfect. It's not going to mess that well pup in any way. And then all I need is 3 well pups in the center. And these are just examples too. Like this one has a fusion chance, so I obviously wouldn't do it. It would have to be 0. Anyway, so I got my target. I've got a non-fusible, and it's got Growing Pains 3, Move More, and Moonlight Assault. So it raises these numbers to 100%. Okay, and then you throw 2 more no trait well pups in there, and what that does is it raises your chance of getting the well pup 80%. So you still have a 20% of getting the shroom, right? But 80%, I mean, you know, hopefully you're going to get it. And then with the 2 pups in there with the traits you want, you got a 100% chance of getting that. But anyways, that's what I mean by target deviant. Now let me show you the duplication thing. So I got this shadow shroom here. This is a rare drop. And let's say I wanted to try to duplicate it. Well, I would take my shadow shroom, combine it with a no trait grow shroom. And then if we look at the general traits, we got a 50% chance of getting the shadow shroom. So what we're going to do is go in here and we're going to add no trait grow shrooms. We don't have to add a shadow shroom in there. We could, and that would take it to 100%, but we want to save them. So I would put this guy in. You say I want 50 to 60. I would throw another one in. Now it's from 60 to 70. I'll throw the last one in. Now we're at 80%. And I'm not going to do this. This is an example. But anyways, that would give you, that's what people, when they talk about duplicating rare traits, this is what they're talking about. Okay, before I move on, I want to show you why I didn't use my shadow shrooms. Why I used an 80% duplication and didn't just go 100% to get them. So I saved my shadow shrooms because what I'm going to do is combine. I went back and found another 5-5 shroom. I would take this guy, which has got 5-5 no trait, this guy, this 5-5 no trait, and all I got to do is put 2 shadow shrooms in the center. Doesn't matter what level they are. And look at what it does. 100% chance of getting shadow shroom trait. And these are the 5-5s, so highly likely that you're going to get a 5-5 shadow shroom. Next up, we have our second combination of 5-4, 4-5s. Anyways, this is a grow shroom with 1+ and extra large. Consider these good traits. 1+ is good for rolling off negative territory traits. And we have this Login Beaver with 4-5, Optimus 4, Optimus 4. We've covered that before, it just increases mood. Okay, well, we're batting 1,000 so far. Another 5-5. And let's look at the traits. We got 1+ and Optimus 4. Number 3 incoming. We're starting off with a 5-4 Growing Pains 3 Top Grunt. These are good. Top Grunt is made with the Buffalo. I like putting those on Artisan Touches. Next up, we have a 4-5 Cheer Up 3 Heartthrob. So the Heartthrob's a mediocre or not a good trait. I've already covered that. Okay, we got our first dud. 4-4. Traits are Growing Pains 3 and Heartthrob. Next up, we have a 4-5 Grow Shroom with Worn Out and a 5-4 Grow Shroom with Snooze and Extra Large. So these are both no good. All right, we got a 5-4 with Optimism Extra Large and Snooze. Next up, I've got a 5-4 Shroom with Gilded Oracle and Extra Large. Gilded Oracle haven't encountered yet. Territorial deviations bring back additional ores, so I mean, it's not great, but I personally wouldn't use it. You could roll negative territorial traits off with it. And the other one is 4-5 Shroom with Growing Pains 2 and Baffling Behavior. Of course, Baffling Behavior is not a good one. Okay, we got a 4-5, and the traits are Baffling Behavior and Growing Pains 2. Next up, we have a 5-4 Shroom with Worn Out and a 4-5 with Growing Pains 3 Slacking Off, Moonlight Assault. Now, these are both not really good. Slacking Off is a negative trait. Of course, Worn Out is. Okay, we lucked up on this one. This is a 4-5, but look at these traits. Growing Pains 3 and Moonlight Assault. It rolled off the territories. Let me obtain this to show you what I mean. So, Worn Out, didn't get that. Lucked up on the general trait. And then this one, the Slacking Off territory, that would have had a 50% chance to drop. 50% in my favor. Next up, we have a 4-5 Grow Shroom with Growing Pains 1 and Heartthrob. Again, Heartthrob's not that great. And the 5-4 Grow Shroom with Filling Blue 2, and that is definitely not good. And we got a 4-4 with Filling Blue 2. And our last fusion combo is a Lethal Rabbit 4-5 with Filling Blue 2, and an Artisan's Touch 5-4 with Worn Out 2, so both of them don't have good traits. And our last one is done. It is a 4-4, and it has Worn Out 2. So if you're skipping ahead, let's review the 5-3 3-5s. I put them all in this crate. I had 8 Deviants. I got a 5-5 with Cheer Up 3 Snooze. I got a 3-4 with Baffling Behavior, Filling Blue. I got a 4-3 with Growing Pains 3 and Heartthrob. A 4-3 with Growing Pains 2 Heartthrob. A 5-5 with Worn Out 2. A 5-3 with Cheer Up 2. A 3-5 with Cheer Up 3. And a 5-5 with Growing Pains 1. So this, the 5-3 3-5 combination gave me 3 5s. The Snooze, I would probably have to roll off. The Cheer Up 3 is a good trait. And the, let's see, this guy, this one's decent with Growing Pains 1. And where'd the other one go? Worn Out 2, that one I would have to work off the negative traits. And I will do a video on that in the future. Okay, let's go over here and look at the 5-4-4-5 combos. And I put through these in the vending machine. So I had a 4-4 Artisan Touch with Worn Out 2. I got a Grow Shroom 5-5 with no traits. This is extremely good. I've got a 5-5 with 1+ Optimus 4. This one is also good as well. 1+ is a territorial trait I use to roll off negative territorial traits. It's also not bad to have on a Digby or a Beaver. It's just a chance that it'll bring back crystals while it's active. The next Grow Shroom I got is a 4-4. Actually, did I recover? An Optimus 4 is just a Mood enhancer. Yeah, max mood plus 30%. So it's like a cheer up 2, I would say. And let's go on to the next one. I got a 4-4 Growing Pains 3 with Heartthrob. I got a 5-4 with Extra Large and Snooze. I've got a 4-5 with Baffling and Growing Pains 2. A 4-5 with Growing Pains 3 and Moonlight Assault. That one's pretty good, but it's not a 5-5, so I will roll that into a 5-4. And the last one is a 4-4 with Fill in Blue 2. So the 5-4-4-5 combo only gave me 2 5-5s, but I did get one really good, this No Trader, and then this one's not half bad. Okay, we've made it to the end of the video, and let me go over these 2 crates here. This is going to be a future video, and I actually may make a shorter video of this one and then do a video of that one just to make it easier. Anyways, this crate here, this was going to be my 3rd crate for this video, but didn't make it into it. These are all skill ratings 5, but the activity rating fluctuates. It'll be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to do 8 fusions and show the combinations that I put together. And this crate, I don't know if I doubt I'll focus on rolling negative traits off, because this last one over here, I wanted to make this the crate where I roll off negative traits, because these are all 5-5s that have negative traits or traits that I don't want. And so I want to show you how I roll these off, because I need to. They're 5-5s and I need to improve them before I put them into my really good target or goal deviants that I have for future projects. And got a 5-5 that I need to rework from this video, so that'll be my 16th spot. So whenever I do this, I'll do 8 combinations, and I will show you exactly how to roll them off with the fusion materials. So be sure to stay tuned for future videos. Well, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know this was a longer video, but I wanted to show exactly how I combine different devs in the Fusion Pod for those of you who have been asking. If you found this helpful, drop a like, sub for more Deviant guides, and let me know what you want to see next. Appreciate you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.